Trumpetmaster77 in the kitchen.
And this is the continuation video from the last video where I pitted those 3 PS seasoned rubs against each other to come up with the perfect flavor profile for this Christmas Eve party that requested ribs, 6 racks to be exact. And that's what we're doing in this cook, guys. So we've got 6 racks, St. Louis cut from a local HEB. I'm just going to give them a quick trim. I'm keeping the end pieces. I'm going to accumulate those until I get enough to cook them all together and make just a big pan of chopped BBQ deliciousness. None of that stuff gets wasted. Except for those fatty pieces, I just throw those out. That's just trash. But yeah, so this is the cook day after the practice run. It was like a couple of weeks after the previous video that you guys saw. But going in with it, I can't believe it's not butter for a binder. And there's that amazing gingerbread rub from PS Seasoning. Shout out PS Seasoning. Best rubs on the market, guys. Give them a shot. Reach out to them. Get this rub. I'm telling you, it's absolutely fantastic on pork ribs, guys. Delicious. Delicious rub. I'm going to add just a little bit of pepperiness to it on top of that with that Gingerbread BBQ pork rub. Just a light coating. I like the pepper content on that rub. And these two paired together are just a fantastic rib, you guys. So I'm going to flip them and repeat the process on the top side. But on the top side, I want to add a little bit more sweetness. That churro rub from PS Seasoning was fantastic, and I got to add it to this to the top side of this rib. Fantastic. Then we're going to pair it up. I'm going to smoke it up with some of these hickory pellets from Bear Mountain BBQ. Best pellets on the market, you guys. Get you some. Link will also be in the video description. You get these hickory pellets. They have quite a bit of different flavors to choose from. But I personally like the flavor and smoke that these hickory pellets produce. And when you're cooking pork ribs, it's just an absolutely fantastic combination. Highly recommended. Check them out. They're good for all pellet grills. Okay, these can be used on any pellet grill that you have. It can also be used on charcoal and gas grills. If you want that extra smoke, give them a shot. Bear Mountain Pellets is where it's at, guys. Best pellets in the market. Best pellets in the game. Bling, bling. We're setting up that RT700 with those delicious balls of steel. I don't know if they're delicious, guys, honestly, but shiny balls of steel, I should say. Rocking it at 225, and today's cook, guys, we're going bone side down. Look at that delicious sweatiness. Man, these ribs are just going to rock. I'm telling you right now, guys. Going to do bone side down for 4 hours. 4 to 4.5 hours before we go back and wrap. Okay? So that's the plan. 225 hickory Bear Mountain BBQ pellets. RT700 recteq, baby. It's going to do a fantastic job on these ribs, guys. And now we just close it. Get you another view here of what everything looks like. And everything. Squeezed them together just so they cook nice and plump. So when you slice them, they're nice and meaty and plump and juicy. And yeah, the smell's coming off of this already, guys. Delicious. Beautiful racks there, guys. That's a beautiful color on those rubs. 9:20 a.m. Christmas Eve. And we're going to get those done. They're going to be done by the afternoon. You go right about 4 hours later. This is what we're looking like. Again, you guys know I don't spritz. I don't do any of that stuff. I'm just taking a look at what it's looking like so far, and I'm liking the color. And I think at this point, guys, it's time to wrap. I'm going to take them out and wrap them. It's a beautiful looking color on that rib. On that first rack, I don't add anything to my wraps. There's plenty of moisture inside that rack, and that foil really squeezes that moisture out in the cooking process. I'm not a big fan of the wetness in the wrap because I've tried it before and I just don't like the way they come out almost falling apart at times. And I don't know. I think it's just overkill, personally. But you do you, I do me. There's quite a bit of juiciness left in those racks, guys. Trust me. And now we're going meat side down. For another hour and a half. And just look at that. Look at the drippiness that's coming off of these racks, guys. That's a ton of moisture. And look at that. That's my point right there. That's what I'm talking about. Plenty of wetness coming off of them. And the smells coming off of these ribs, guys. I'm just going to dry them out a little bit. They're done at this point. You could eat them right off the rack right there if you wanted to. They had hit 205, 207 internal. And that's my preferred internal temp. I got to finish them off with that hot honey, which is really not hot. I mean, it's just for the flavor. Just an extra bit of flavor on them. That's what I'm glazing them with. Put them back in there for another 20 minutes after that. And guys, I pulled them, packaged them. Just take a look at these beautiful racks. And I'm just going to rest them and deliver them. And guys, I'm telling you, this is probably one of my best tasting ribs that I've done. Catch you on the next one. Peace out.
Master holiday rib, recteq smoke, make the backyard swing. Christmas Eve table, that's a crown, not a wing. Hot honey drip, everybody yell.